Hello, thanks for dropping in. We continue to look at this Star NX-1000C printer. I have loaded the paper, and it does turn on, and it does not scream. There is a ribbon in it. All seems well. I did refer to the manual, which came with the printer, of course. Looks to be in good shape even. And it tells me that if I want to do a short test, I should turn the printer off and hold the online button and see what happens. And indeed, things are happening. Let me just take it offline. And, okay, so it says version 1.3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It did 6 lines. So the ribbon seems to be pretty good. And everything seems to be functioning. And just in glancing at what I see here, it doesn't look like any of the pins are not firing. So this printer seems to be in good shape. Now, I believe if I push on the blue, which is called the pitch font, I think it will do more of a test. I may have this wrong. Let's just see. Okay, I may be wrong. I believe I will go for the paper feed button while I turn it on. That looks better. And according to the manual, in looking at the manual, you know what I'm missing? I am missing the paper guide. There should be something else that mounts on the top here to help put regular paper in. Oh well. Maybe I have it in another box somewhere. Okay, so the long self-test this test repeats itself indefinitely in a cycle of 125 lines. If I want to stop the test, I have to turn it off. I don't think I need 2 pages of testing to see what's what here. But I can see it's doing some things in regular print and some things in bold print, which means it typically goes over it twice. So, now it's only going over things once. You can hear it's faster. Anyway, well now, the sound of silence. So, for the moment, this does seem to be happily printing. I can just rip this off. I can look and see. Once again, it says version 1.3, and it is going through the various fonts and styles and such. So here we have a working printer. Now, there is another test that needs to be done, and that is that this needs to be connected to a Commodore 64 or Commodore 128 or Vic-20, and then actually issue it a command to see that the actual interface works. That is all important. The manual goes on to talk about a variety of things. Oh, there's dip switches. Oh, you can set this printer as device 4 or device 5. So there are a number of options through dip switches. But for the moment, all we're trying to do is see if it works. And indeed, it does seem to function. And the ribbon actually looks to be in pretty fine shape. So, if you want a short test, you turn off the printer, you hold down the online button, turn it on. And if it is working, it will do you 6 lines. If you want a more extensive example, you hold down the paper feed button with the printer off and you turn it on. And it will produce a test of, so it says in the manual, of 125 lines, which is about 2 pages worth. And it will just keep doing that over and over and over until you turn the printer off. These printers were very popular, whether they were in the configuration specifically for the Commodore 64 and the Commodore 128 and the Vic-20, or also in the configuration where you needed an interface. These were very popular printers back in the day. As you can see, I forgot about this on the printer manual. There should be another piece here. Oh well. Maybe that would have just got in the way for tractor feed. I believe that that would be more for standard paper, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because in these days, I don't know if anybody makes tractor paper anymore. I don't know. Anyway, here we have a working printer, not yet tested with a computer, but we'll do that. Maybe not right now, but soon. For that, we will need, of course, either a Vic-20, a Commodore 64, Commodore 128, with a suitable power supply, monitor, cables, a serial cable, paper, etc. But that is another story for another day. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.